Okay, welcome to the Walking Football Association sports quiz. We've tried a few before. We thought we'd give it another go just to mark the return shortly of people going back to training and playing. You're looking forward to taking part in your walking football activities. So we've got a multiple choice quiz. We're a little ahead of schedule, so we'll give people plenty of time to sign in. And the way you do it is go on buzzerpad.com with your second device and put in that pin code 73148, and then you need to tap the screen as soon as you've put in that pin code. You'll get a message come up that says that you are registered. It's important that you tap the screen. We'll play a couple of times the instruction video for those who've not played before. I'm hoping we'll have some who have played before. Certainly on other quizzes that we've played, other people taking part in those have been invited to participate tonight, so hopefully I'll see a few familiar names. It's multiple choice against the clock, so typically 40 seconds per question, and the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Important to note that your first answer is final, so you can't change your answer. When you've put that in, there's no turning back. You can press the keypad as many times as you want to make sure that it has registered, but you can't actually change your answer. So you've got a choice to make there, whether to dive in early and get as many points as possible, or wait and decide. Certainly there's one question towards the end of the quiz which gives various clues, so you can wait and find out to read the various clues, but of course you're losing valuable time by then. So if you've got no idea at all, the best policy is to just try and give it your best guess. You can eliminate, I find, certain answers when you're looking at a quiz question with multiple choice. You can narrow it down sometimes, so sometimes it's down to 2, and in which case it's a case of guessing as quickly as possible. You see the timer going down, and at the same time the points will be going down as well. So you have a choice to make whether to hang on or to dive in as soon as you can and get as many points as possible. So the pin code there, if you've just joined us, is 73148, and then you tap the screen just to make sure that you are registered. So we'll be getting underway at around about 10 minutes past 8, so it'll give people plenty of time to register for tonight's quiz. So I shall return shortly. I'll leave people to log in 73148 and then tap the screen. I'm just going to quickly actually change the screen just to give me an idea of the time delay. So don't be alarmed if you see the quiz screen change momentarily. Okay, so all appears to be working as it should be. A reminder there, the pin code 73148. That's on buzzerpad.com. So if you've got a second device, you might be watching this on something like your laptop or an iPad, and you need to go onto buzzerpad.com with your second device. And then when you go on there, you'll see the options to put in your name and the pin code. If you have played one of these quizzes before, make sure you change the pin code to the one that's shown on the screen there. If you've got an existing one already showing, that won't be valid. So just make sure that you are registered to play by putting in the latest pin code. Going to do a very quick test once again, so the screen will change momentarily. Yep, that's great. So the pin code 73148, then tap the screen. Important that you tap the screen. So I'll leave people, we've got around about 10 minutes before we kick off, so I'll just leave you with that background music for now, and I shall return shortly. Okay, welcome if you've just joined us for our sports quiz here on the Walking Football Association YouTube. And the pin code there is 73148, and then tap the screen once you're registered, or once you put in your number, and then tap the screen to register. Important that you do that, and if you have played before, do change the pin code so your existing one won't count. So you do need to put in that new pin code 73148 and then tap the screen. We're getting underway around 8:10, so still time for people to sign in. In fact, I'll play the keypad setup video just to show those who don't know how it works. This is a short video to show you how to log in to play our interactive online quiz. It's recommended that 2 devices are used, one to watch the quiz via the live YouTube stream you'll have been given a link to, and the other to set up and use a virtual keypad. To set up the virtual keypad, use your smartphone or tablet and go to buzzerpad.com. You'll then see this page where you need to add your name as you want it to appear. And you need to tap in the pin code shown on the live stream before pressing go in the blue box. Your keypad is now set up, but to activate it, you'll either need to press the finger at the top of the screen or any of the letters. The live stream will show the number of participants, and this will change as more people log in. When the quiz gets underway, the questions will be shown on the live stream and they'll also be read out. You need to answer as quickly as possible by pressing the letter corresponding to the answer you think is correct. The points go down as the timer ticks down, so the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. Good luck and hope you enjoy taking part. Okay, welcome if you've just joined us, and you'll see the pin code there, 73148, and tap the screen to make sure you are registered for tonight's quiz. Of course, you'll have already put your name in as you want it to appear on the screen. We've got around about 5 minutes to go before kickoff. Series of 20 multiple choice questions on sport, various different sports involved. It's against the clock, 40 seconds generally for each question. Remember, the delay over the internet means it's running at around about 5 seconds, so if you think about the last 5 seconds, pretty much redundant because the question will have been and gone by then, if it makes sense. So because of the delay, nothing we can do about that. It's running at about 5 seconds, and that's the best you can get. Perhaps 6 seconds it might be. Just timed it a couple of times, but generally 5 seconds is the best you can hope for with the delay over the internet. So we're running with a healthy stream, and fingers crossed that continues. So if you look at the timer and we're down to about the last 5 or 6 seconds, then it will be too late to answer. So make sure you get your answer in as soon as possible. Also important that you have your live stream right to the end. So make sure the bar on YouTube is as far to the right as possible, because I have known it where people haven't, they might have paused it briefly. And of course, if you lose valuable seconds, then that will cost you in terms of points, because the quicker you answer, the more points you stand to gain. So important that you answer as quickly as possible. So we're just a few minutes away now from kickoff. 14 people playing so far. The pin code 73148 shown on the screen, but tap the screen as well. So tap the keypad screen that you've created. Tap that once you've put in the pin code 73148, and that will ensure that you are registered to play tonight. So we will have a look at who's taking part at the start. No way, unfortunately, of looking at the registrations before we get the quiz underway. So the pin code 73148, and then tap the screen. As soon as you've done that, it's a general sports quiz, 20 questions in total, and generally 40 seconds per answer. And generally it's 3 or 4 options. Can vary from time to time, but generally 3 or 4 options. And your first answer is final. So if you change your mind, I'm afraid it's too late, because as soon as you've inputted your answer and there's no turning back, you can press the screen as many times as you want. But your first answer is final. So we're a minute or so away from kickoff. 16 people now registered to play. Pin code 73148. And then tap the screen once you've put that in. Let somebody join us. just while I was saying that. So we're up to 17. 73148 is the pin code, then tap the screen to play. So we will get underway very shortly. I'll read the answers, so I'll read the questions out as well as the answers, of course, but I'll read the questions out, but you'll also see the questions on the screen as well. For certain quizzes, we have people playing on a big screen, so they might have a big screen set up in the garden or in the lounge. I know some people watching YouTube now on TV, or it might just be on your laptop or your smartphone or tablet. Whichever way, you'll see on the screen the questions come up. You'll see the clock as well ticking down. And another person joins us there. Welcome to you. Pin code 73148. And then tap the screen once you've put in your number. And I now make it 10 past 8, so I'll give a final call before we get underway. Any latecomers, if you put in that pin code 73148, then tap the screen and that will see you registered to play in tonight's quiz. So 10 past 8 we said, so we'll get underway. Okay, so let's take a look at who's playing tonight. Rabbit, Dave and Ann, Langers 9, Langers 10, Kevin Wag, who's a regular participant in various quizzes that I put on, Run, Drew Peacock, Ricardinho, the Backheaders, Moss CFC, Travelman, Paul C, Thomas Quitzelbertsberger, I think made his debut in a quiz the other night, Carefree, Cloud Lover, Cooperman, Edgers, Lockdown Larry, and Fat Al. So welcome to you all, 18 people taking part, so let's get underway with tonight's quiz. Remember, it's against the clock. So what is the name of the WFA Chief Executive? That's the Walking Football Association. Is it Alan Carr, Willie Carr, Jimmy Carr, or Paul Carr? So let's take a nice easy one to get us underway tonight. So we're looking for the name of the WFA Chief Executive. Alan Carr, Willie Carr, Jimmy Carr, or Paul Carr? Well, I think one of us has a distinct advantage when it comes to this particular question. So 15 seconds left, all but one answering so far. Travelman. So Travelman, put in your answer again if you've already done so. If not, clearly having issues, in fact now has registered, so all 18 are in, and the answer is of course Paul Carr, who is with us tonight. So sure he got that one right, I'd hope so. So 10 got that right, 5 going for Willie Carr, the former, was it Wolves and Coventry City, probably others as well, midfielder. Alan Carr, the comedian, no, it's not him either. Well, he does have a football connection. Do you know his father was the manager of Northampton, Graham Carr? That's my useless fact for the evening. So let's take a look. See who's got off the mark the quickest. Ricardinho, then Lockdown Larry, and Carefree. That's the top 3. Just outside top 3 is Langers 9, then Kevin Wag. Okay, on to question 2. Who from 1987 until 2001 held the record for most Grand Prix victories until his record was surpassed by Michael Schumacher? Is it Ayrton Senna, Alain Prost, or Nigel Mansell? Remember, if you've jumped the gun and pressed before the timer actually starts, then make sure you press it again. You should see a message coming up to show that your answer has been registered. And of course, you can't change your answer. So everybody quickly off the mark. Everybody has answered, which is always good to see. Nobody struggling to connect this evening. I think Wi-Fi has calmed down a bit. It's certainly improved since lockdown. I had a few problems initially. And the answer is Alain Prost. So how many people put Alain Prost? Well, Ayrton Senna, the most popular answer. An intense rivalry between Senna and Prost it was who had the record. Nigel Mansell getting 2 votes. So let's take a look at the leaderboard. Lockdown Larry is 10 points clear of Kevin Wagg, and then Fat Al in 3rd. Run. Ricardinho, Carefree, Cooperman, Langers 9, Cloud Lover, and Moss CFC. That's the top 10. A few of you still to get off the mark. Okay, which is the oldest professional club in Wales? Is it Swansea City, Newport, Wrexham, or Cardiff City? So we're looking for the oldest professional football club in Wales. Swansea, Newport, Wrexham, or Cardiff? Remember, answer as quickly as you can. And Travelman, just make sure your live stream is right to the end on YouTube. Not sure if you're experiencing a delay, but everybody has answered now. So the oldest professional football club in Wales, which is that? And the answer is Wrexham. So how many people put Wrexham? Yep, most popular answer with 8. Leaderboard, Lockdown Larry's still there. Kevin Wagg in hot pursuit. Run in 3rd. Carefree, Langers 9, Fatal, Ricardinho, Travelman, Cooperman, and Thomas Quizzlesberger even. So that's the top 10. So just 3 yet to get off the mark. The back headers, Drew Peacock, Rabbit, Dave, and Anne. Okay, on we go with next question 4. How many players are there in a baseball team? Is it 7, 8, 9, or 10? So the number of players in a baseball team. Is it 7, 8, 9, or 10? So just want to answer. In fact, now everybody answering in half the time allowed. So how many players are there in a baseball team? And the answer is 9. How many people put 9? C. Yep, most popular answer by some way with 12. 2 going for 7, 2 going for 8, and 2 for 10. So, what's that done to the leaderboard? Kevin Wagg is the new leader, taking over from Lockdown Larry, and then Carefree in 3rd. Langers 9 is just outside the top 3. Question 5. Which sport is this prize associated with? Look at the photo. Is it tennis, golf, cricket, or horse racing? So which is that prize? Which sport is it associated with? Is it tennis, golf, cricket, or horse racing? A few people still pondering over that one. And a couple left. 1 left now. Langers 9 to answer. Everybody is in. And the answer is horse racing. The Cheltenham Gold Cup. Who recognised that? 9 of you did. Yep. 6 going for golf, 2 for cricket, and 1 for tennis. So Kevin Wagg was the leader. Is he still there? Lockdown Larry takes over. Kevin dropping down to 2nd place, and Langers 9 in 3rd. And we see at the bottom there, Langers 10 propping up the table, just below Rabbit, Dave, and Anne, and then Travel Man. On we go. So Lanolin Souvenir is an anagram of a champion in which sport? Is that snooker, golf, or tennis? We'll try something different. And we're looking at an anagram. Lanolin Souvenir. Can you recognise which champion that is? Or which sport they play as well? Is it snooker, golf, or tennis? Sometimes with the anagrams you get it straight away. And other times it can take a while to register. So how many people have got Lanolin Souvenir? Snooker. It is, of course, Ronnie O'Sullivan. So let's take a look. See how many people. So 8 of you got that right. So how does that change things, if at all? Lockdown Larry still ahead. 2 points though the difference between Lockdown Larry and Kevin Wagg. Then Run Run Run. Cooperman 4th. Ricardinho 5th. And Langers 9. Dropping down to 6th place. And Thomas Quizzlesberger. The Backheaders, Carefree and Fat Al. That's the top 10 just outside their edges. In 11th place. On we go. So what are the odds of an average golfer recording a hole-in-one? Is it 5,000 to 1, 10,000 to 1 or 12,500 to 1? So what do you reckon? The odds of an average golfer recording a hole-in-one, 5,000 to 1, 10,000 to 1 or 12,500 to 1? I should add, despite being a very average golfer, I've been lucky enough to have a hole-in-one, so that's probably my lot. Don't think that's going to happen again in my lifetime, but thrilling it was to actually achieve that. And everybody has answered in plenty of time. And the answer is 12,500 to 1. And 8 people getting that right. So 7 going for 10,000 to 1 and 3 5,000 to 1. So let's take a look. Lockdown Larry was the leader. Are they still there? Yes, they are. Run 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 in 2nd. Kevin Wagg in 3rd. Thomas Quizzlesberger moving up to 4th. And Cooperman, the Backheaders, Carefree, Ricardinho and Langers 9. Drew Peacock there. Then Paul C, Fatal, Edgers, Cloud Lover, Travelman, Mossy FC, Rabbit Ann and Dave, and Langers 10. That's the complete 8-team playing tonight. Okay, who was named Sports Personality of the Year in 2018? Was it Lewis Hamilton, Ben Stokes, Geraint Thomas, or Harry Kane? So Sports Personality of the Year in 2018. Either Lewis Hamilton, Ben Stokes, Geraint Thomas, or Harry Quinn. Harry Quinn? Harry Kane. Where's Harry Quinn? Where's he come from? Okay, so 15 seconds left. All but one have answered. Langers 9 has just answered. Might have been pondering that one. I always find it difficult to remember who's won Sports Personality of the Year. And the answer is Geraint Thomas. How many people got that right? Yep, the most popular answer, just one ahead though of Lewis Hamilton. Does that change anything at the top? Yes, it does. Run 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 is the new leader, 207, ahead of Lockdown Larry and then Kevin Wagg. When did World Superbike champion Carl Fogarty retire from the sport? Was it 1995, 2000 or 2005? Carl Fogarty, when did he retire from World Superbikes? 1995, 2000 or 2005? And everybody has answered again in half the time. There is an option that I could do which stops the timer as soon as everybody's answered, but I'd have had to have done that at the start. So we just have to let the clock run down. And the answer is 2000. Of course, went on I'm a Celebrity. And 10 people going for 2005. How many? Well, how does that affect things? Run 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 was at the top of the leaderboard. Lockdown Larry returns to the top. 3 points clear of Run Run Run. And then Further 5 points below is Kevin Wagg. Ricardinho challenging for that top 3 place. Onwards, we have, after retiring from professional cycling, what other sport did Bradley Wiggins briefly attempt to make a career in? Was it rowing, golf, or speedway? So, Bradley Wiggins, what sport did he attempt to make a career in? Either rowing, golf, or speedway. There's still a few people yet to answer. Quickly going down, Travel Man, last one in, with 15 seconds left. Everybody getting in their answer. Got a late entrant as well. We've got 19 taking part now. I don't know when they actually joined. Rowing is the answer. How many people put rowing? 10 of you knew that. 6 going for speedway and 3 for golf. So, run at the top. Just 8 points ahead of Kevin Wagg. And then Ricardinho into the top 3. So, Lockdown Larry dropping down to 4th. It's Run, who is the pace setter now. When was the last time a player used a wooden racket at Wimbledon? Was it 1995, 1999, 1987 or 1991? I remember the old wooden rackets. Used to play, particularly during the school holidays, with a wooden racket. When was the last time someone used one at Wimbledon? 95, 99, 87 or 91? And everybody has answered. Great to see everybody's able to take part properly tonight. And the answer is 1987. Yeah, 9 if you're getting that right, most popular answer, but 7 going for 91. So is Run. Still running at the top. No, Kevin Wagg returns to the top. So the leadership changing hands quite a few times. The back headers into the top 3. Ricardinho 4th, Fat Al 5th, former leader. Lockdown Larry now in 6th place. And Cooperman, Thomas Quizzlesberger, Carefree and Langers 9. That's the top 10. Non-starter, a late entrant. Interesting that, because I was never sure whether people joined after we've started, whether it actually works properly, but clearly it does, because you've already got 30 points, and I think only been on board for 1 or 2 questions, so that's answered that one. So, on to the next one. Owen Morgan set a record for a number of sixes in a one-day international cricket match against Afghanistan at the 2019 Cricket World Cup. How many sixes did he hit? 19, 21 or 17? So how many sixes did Owen Morgan hit to set that record? 19, 21 or 17? Just a reminder, because it was a long question, that if you jump the gun before the timer, just make sure that your answer has registered. Press as many times as you want. You can't change your answer. That's for non-starter. Might have missed the rules. So non-starter, if you want to press your answer, just to make sure you have logged that in. And the answer, 17. So how many people put 17? Second most popular answer after 19. So 6 getting that right. So Kevin Wagg had taken over at the top. And still there. 8 points ahead of Ricardinho. Then the back headers just a point behind in 3rd place. And Run. Carefree, Fanal, Lockdown Larry, Cooperman, Thomas Quizzlesberger, and then Drew Peacock. That's the top 10. What is a nickname for England's national netball team? The Roses, the Vixens, or the Lily Whites? So the nickname for England's netball team, the Roses, the Vixens, or the Lily Whites? Of course, did very well under Tracy Neville, sister of Gary and Phil. So non-starter, not sure. Oh, yep, has actually registered. I was going to say not sure if they're able to take part, but they are. Got in the answer there, and the answer is the Roses. How many people put the Roses? Most popular answer with 11. 6 for the Vixens and 2 for the Lily Whites. So take a look. Is Kevin Wagg still the leader? Yes, he is, by 5 points from Ricardinho, then Run. So, real keen contest at the top there. Leadership changing hands on a number of occasions. So which nation has won the most Cricket World Cups? Is it West Indies, Pakistan, Australia, or India? So the nation that has won the most Cricket World Cups, either West Indies, Pakistan, Australia, or India. So 15 seconds left. Just one to answer, non-starter. Make sure, non-starter, that your stream is right to the end so you're not lagging behind. And the answer is Australia. And by some way the most popular answer, with 12 of you getting that right. So is Kevin Wagg still the leader? Yes, by 17 points from Run, former leader. Then Ricardinho in third. Then it's the backheaders, Lockdown Larry, Thomas Quizzlesberger, Carefree, Fat Al, Travelman, and Cooperman. That's the top 10 at the bottom of the table. Well, non-starter was a late entrant at edges just above there, and battling it out with Langer's 10 to avoid the wooden spoon. So where are the 2028 Olympics going to be held? Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, or Toronto? So the Olympics in 2028, where are they going to be held? LA, New York, Atlanta, or Toronto? And everybody has answered. I think I'll try that different option next time, that it ends as soon as the last person has answered. Just saves waiting to run the clock down. And the answer is Los Angeles. So A. Well, second most popular answer, Toronto, the most popular with 7. 6 for LA, 4 for New York, and 2 for Atlanta. So a fair spread of answers there. What's that done to the leaderboard? Well, Kevin Wagg just 3 points ahead now of Ricardinho, and then Run. That's the top 3. So how many world darts titles did Phil Taylor win before retiring? 17, 15, or 16? We're looking for the number of world titles won by Phil the Power Taylor, a protege of Eric Bristow when he's starting out, and went on to be a fine champion. But how many world titles did Phil Taylor win? Just Travelman to answer with 10 seconds left. And it's answered now. And the answer is 16. So how many people put 16? 14 if you're getting that right. Just 5 going the wrong way. So It was very close at the top. Has that changed things at all? Well, Kevin Wagg now just 1 point ahead of Ricardinho. And Run in third place. At the bottom, Non-Starter trying to get off the bottom of the table, just below Edges. 10 points the difference there. Then Langer's 10 is third from bottom. Okay, America is the country with the highest number of golf courses in the world. Which country is in second place? Is it Canada, Japan, England, or Australia? So just a few questions remain. This one's a golf one. The country with the second highest total of golf courses in their country. Is it Canada, Japan, England, or Australia? And just Moss CFC to answer. And everybody has answered. So all 19 answering that one. And the answer is Japan. So B is what we're looking for. And 13 if you're getting that right. 4 going for England, 2 for Canada, none for Australia. So let's take a look. Kevin Wagg had a slender lead at the top. Is he still there? He is. Extends his lead to 11 points over Run. And then Ricardinho in third. At the bottom, well, Non-Starter gets off the foot of the table, overtaking Langer's 10. Edges, they're just ahead, so 10 points clear they are of the bottom. Then Moss CFC, Langer's 9, dropping down after a good start. So whose forthcoming autobiography is called My Life in Red and White? Is it Sir Alex Ferguson, Ryan Giggs, Lee Dixon, or Arsene Wenger? So one of those has an autobiography coming out called My Life in Red and White. Sir Alex Ferguson, Ryan Giggs, Lee Dixon, or Arsene Wenger? Which one is it? And everybody has now answered. So My Life in Red and White has been written by Arsene Wenger. Many people put D. Most popular answer with 12 but 5 going for Lee Dixon and 2 for Ryan Giggs. None for Sir Alex Ferguson. Probably remember that he had an autobiography out only a few years ago. So let's take a look and see if Kevin Wagg still retains the advantage going into the penultimate question. And he does. And a very healthy lead now for Kevin Wagg over Run. And then the back headers in third. So places in the top 3 still up for grabs. Ricardinho is in contention. Lockdown Larry, well, might be able to get into the top 3 if there's a collapse at the bottom. Langer's 10. 135 Moss CFC above there. Then Non-Starter. Edges climbing a bit further away from the bottom. So the penultimate question. So who am I? Look at the clues and then tell us whether it's Tyson Fury, Mark Selby, Andy Murray, or Anthony Joshua. So as always, don't wait until the end. As soon as you know, then put in your answer. Give me a little bit more time because it's... Just look at the clues. Awarded the OBE. Quickly get in your answer. Time running out. Anthony Joshua, the answer. So how many people put So 5 got Anthony Joshua, 8 going for Andy Murray, 6 no-shows. Let's take a look and see how that works. Kevin Wagg at the top with an unassailable lead. Run in second place. The backheaders in third. So Ricardinho could still break into the top 3. Let's have a look at the bottom. Langer's 10 at the foot. Then non-starter and Moss CFC. So on to the last question of the quiz. When did table tennis become an Olympic sport? Was it 1980, 1976, 1988 or 1984? So we're looking for the time when table tennis became an Olympic sport. And it was either 1980, 1976, 1988 or 1984. So everybody has answered. And the answer, 1988. So how many people put C? Only 4 getting that right. 6 going for 76, 5 for 1980 and 4 for 1984. So time now to reveal tonight's winners. So let's take a look. First of all, at the top 3. So in third place tonight, Run. Former leader with 387. Tonight's runner-up, the backheaders, with a late charge to get to second place. And then tonight's winner, I think we know the identity already, is Kevin Wagg. So well done to Kevin. Very good performance, 463. Let's take a look further down. Ricardinho in fourth place. Thomas Quizzlesberger, Lockdown Larry, Fat Al, Drew Peacock, Travelman, Carefree, and Cooperman. Let's look further down. Cloud Lover, Paul C, Rabbit Dave and Ann, Langers 9, Edgers, Moss CFC, Non-Starter, who was a late entrant, so done well to get off the bottom. Then Langers 10. So well done once again to our winner tonight, to Kevin Wagg. Also well done to the backheaders and Run for making it a good competition. I hope you've enjoyed it. A little bit of fun during this lockdown period. I know things are getting very slowly back to normal. I think it's going to be some time before there is a semblance of normality, but restrictions eased a little, so I hope you can get back to enjoying walking football very soon. Hope you've enjoyed the quiz tonight. Thanks for taking part, and look out for a quiz in the future. We'll look to run another one, so keep an eye on the Walking Football Association social media channels to see the details. So in the meantime, take care.